the right sample size. What?
20.
Yes. You still have 12 families left to go, and look at these numbers. Yes.
And then for the last, you'll do 6 and 6.
Okay. All right, let's see, 18.
You have to do a range then?
No. You need to find one data point that represents that class. So I see what you mean by range. You'd be like taking all the low ones to all the high ones and saying somewhere between this and this, which is reasonable, but instead we take the an average. So, wait, 28. Do I have this wrong? Sorry, 18, 38, 12. Yes, we're at 50, right? All right, so here's my sample size this time. Now, like Noah was saying, before we had one number to multiply, but now we've got 0 to 1. So at first he was saying, like, should we try the lowest and the highest and then have like a range of what it is? But usually you take the average. So actually over here, I'm going to make an extra column right here. And this is going to be my midpoint column. Remember how we used to do midpoints a lot? With frequency distributions, this is one of the uses of it. So what's a number that would represent 0 to 1?
0.5.
0.5 cats. Now, I realize that 0.5 cats is not a realistic amount of cats to have at your house. I hope you don't have half a cat at your house, or for that matter, 2.5 cats. Hope that doesn't happen to you either. Gross. But at the same time, we do need a number that represents this category, and I don't want to say that 0 and 1 would, like there would all be zeros or all be ones in that category, right? Because there's a mix. Now this one, you're going to multiply x times f, and in the end, you're going to divide by your total. And this I want you to do with your partner, okay, or your group. So turn to your group right now and figure out what the average amount of cats per household is in Lewiston for this made-up data. Something that might be a good idea, look up, is you might say, hey, I'll fill out these first 3, you do those 2, or whatever, and then you guys can do the math together. Go ahead, talk.
Already got the first, 3 and 30.
And for the third one, no, like that.
I'll do the last one really quick.
And then for the second class, you got 30.
30. I got 213.
I set it down and it popped backwards at the same time because I did that, and it hit my desk and went bam and hit the wall.
It was making a break for it.
It was, and it didn't work, poor thing. It's like, I deserve better than this. And I'm like, no, you don't. Okay. Somebody tell me a stupid answer for this question. Average number of cats for people in Lewiston. Now, let's just say that Autumn, and we all realize this, Autumn really went crazy cat lady with this. I mean, we really have a lot of numbers in upper categories that I'm not sure would be true. You guys know Lewiston better than I do, but do a lot of people have 8 to 9 cats at their house? Guys, it depends really if you're counting those outdoor cats, right, at the farm? Because if you count outdoor cats, you could get quite a few, I think. But anyway, but what's a stupid answer for this? Average number of cats at your house. Somebody tell me a stupid answer, please. 500. So stupid. What else? 1. Especially looking at this data. Negative number is actually very stupid, right? When I added them all up, I got 213. Did you guys get the same thing?
No, 193.
On the bottom?
No.
Michaela, put your numbers right. You got 213, Michaela? Put your numbers right next to Carlos, see where he went wrong. So here, when you add them up and you get 213, do you see how you could easily forget to divide at that point? And then, because people don't really think sometimes when they're doing math problems, so they're like, 213, I got a number, wonderful, I'm done. But if you think about, you're talking about average number of cats per household, it's not 213. That's a horrible answer for how many cats per household it is. All right, I need somebody who is willing to come up here for a prize, or both people who are willing to come up here, or all 3 people who are willing to come up here for a prize and explain how this worked out. I got 4.26 cats. 4.26 cats sound right? Talk to your partner, decide if you want to come up here. And in the group of 3, if it wants to just be 2 of you, or if it wants to be all 3 of you, that's fine with me.
If you want to.
Or do you want to not want a prize and you want me to go through it very quickly so you can work on homework? What do you want to do? Okay. Are you guys competing for this? Do you also want to do it?
That's okay.
Okay, all right, go for it. Remember, we are recording for Nathan, so who's talking? Yeah, we're assuming Jessica because Michaela does not enjoy talking. No, Jessica, you're over here. See, because Michaela's writing there. She's like, okay, well, if she's still trying to take the seat. I heard her. Okay, so just make sure you talk loud enough so that the computer can hear you and Nathan can hear you when he's watching it later. All right, go ahead.
Wait, I talk with
Yes.
my data?
She's got the same dad as you. She just writes what you talk.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
Very good.
Do I have to explain like
Yeah.
in
So like you
detail?
would say, like for example,
can't
if
just
I
say
was
3?
Jessica, I would say
3.
first we took 0.5 times 6, which is 3, and then she would write down 3.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, 0.5 times 6 is 3. Then you do 2.5 times 12 is 30. 4.5 times 20 is 90. And then 6.5 times 6 is 39. 8.5 times 6 is 51. And you add all those luxurious numbers up, and you get 213. And then you off to the side, you divide 213, which is how many cats you have in your house. I mean, in total.
Everybody does.